jersey. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards, a 1st down. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. And now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Flacco looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by Marcus Hunt. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now it's Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's Hines. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Play action now. Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's going to go for a bit. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And this one complete right side to Funchess. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. You're over here. You're over here.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Flush to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it's second down.
Yellow! Gun.
And again, it's Flacco to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. And Geisman complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run with Hines. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, it's Hines. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the 2nd-round pick in 2018. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
It's a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Flacco now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, Flacco steps away to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
53. Hey, wahoo! Check. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing, Brissett going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell. And it's third down. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, and now it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Rolling the dice on fourth, Flacco. He's got his tight end Fant. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
That was fourth and a mile. Almost fourth, and why are you doing this? I mean, they got it done, though. Went up and got it. What a big-time pickup.
I was just going to say that. It's a receiver. You got to have that go-get-it attitude. He had it there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Check out route. Wide.
On second and 7, Flacco. And his throw here is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Flacco from the gun. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Flacco now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Operating out of the gun. Flacco. Sanders has it over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On second and 11 now. Brissett. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Flacco. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Here's Brissett. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and short. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess. his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
4 yards on the pickup.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
56, right there, 56.
From the 45 on second down. Brissett being chased and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Benny Logan jets in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And now he'll turn and off his back foot. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 5 now. Flacco, left side here to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, flushed out right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Flacco, eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 22 yards there, a first down.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Flacco leaves to Lindsey on the draw. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get some. He don't want it. 55 is my car. I know. Cut. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Here's Flacco. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Stand. Ready. 3 wide. 3 wide.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Broncos push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. To throw is Brissett. Escaping the pressure. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Duke Dawson picks it.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Sharon Peak his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Touchdown. Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down, Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down, Brissett again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 77 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Brissett again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. He gets it here to Peak. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss.
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. On the delay, here's Hines. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game.
Wait, ready. Come this way, here we go.
How about this? Flacco setting to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being